Hey everyone, Jamie Phillips, Action Auto Parts. Me and, Barney Google came down this morning demanding stuff and then snuck back off and left today, and he just came back a minute ago. He's slouched. He's kind of just took it easy all day long. Hey, got this one in just a minute ago. Actually, Pittman's not left. He's getting ready to pull out. I bought 3 off of him, but I had him bring this one first because I done got a guy coming from Pine Knot, Kentucky, to get that 6-speed transmission out of it. So I sold it basically just by knowing I had it coming, and the guy said, well, if you're sure you're going to have it tonight, then I'm on my way. And so here it is. Got this big apparatus there for a snow blade, whatever. And I got the blade. I got to go back to Anthony's and get it on the trailer. But the old truck, I guess, done a lot of work in the salt because it's eat up pretty good. But it's still got the 6-speed transmission, and it's a F350 Super Duty, 4-wheel drive, dually. So that rear end, that'll sell good. But the cab and stuff is pretty rusty. And speaking of rusty, not the one off, not Clark Griswold's son, but look at that frame. It's done about broken too right there, but that's okay. That's okay. The doors, unfortunately, has got a little bit of stuff there, but if somebody's got no farm truck and they're just wanting to get something better on it with crank doors, then they can be used. But the guy's coming to get the transmission and the pedal setup and the gear shifter and all that to swap his from an automatic to a standard was what he's wanting to do. So there's all of that. So I don't know, I just texted him some pictures showing him that it was here, and picture of the pedal and the clutch or clutch pedals and the gear shift and all of that. So, but there it is. The auto frame is just eat up. But there's another big crack and stuff in it. So there it is. So it's good to have it here. And I got to go back, when I go back to his place to pick up the snow blade, the hood and the grill and headlights is there. So hopefully, I didn't see him, but he told me that they was there, and I'll get them too. So hopefully they'll be in good shape, and I can sell them as well. So I don't know what year this thing is. It's a 2001. All right. But ironically, I had a guy up here today wanting a gray seat. That one had to be redone, but it's a gray seat. But so there it is. Another Ford to add to the collection of Fords. Plus, he still owes me a 2005 quad cab, a half-ton truck, and I think it's around an 08 Suzuki XL7, which is a really super clean car. And he bought it at the auction and drove it a day or two, and the timing belt snapped. And so he just said he wasn't going to mess with it. So got that one. And then here's something else. When we first bought the farm a few years ago, one of the first things I done was put up an American flag and pole, and started this flower bed with some of the rocks and things like that. And it's been over a year ago. We had a real bad, I mean, it had withstood a lot of wind, but we had a real bad storm. And by the time I could get out here, it had snapped the pole up off the ground there about 2 or 3 foot, about 3 foot maybe. And so Lowe's had not had one. And then we was over Saturday, and Crystal noticed that one sitting, the box was open, it was sitting in a trash can. So we got 30% off, and I bought it. I don't particularly like that flag. It doesn't have the grommets. You have to run the rope up through it, and I mean, I'm sure it's okay, but I'd rather have one that's got the grommets in it, but we'll see. Now, in putting it together with the section, it was already up out of the ground. I have one of those sections left, which will go from about right there to right there. And I held off putting it on, but I may go back and add it because it's not as tall as I like. Now, here's something that I had at the house, and that's this piece of 2-inch PVC conduit. And I actually thought it was going to be a little bit looser than what it was, but it actually fit pretty snug. So we run it down toward the ground, and then we cut it off right before the Dumafloggy that you tie your rope off of. I know it's got a name and I can't think of it. So that's really going to strengthen it up a lot, but I still got probably about that much more again of that pipe. So I may put that other section in, which would have to come apart right here, and add it, which is going to throw it up there pretty good. And then slide what's left of this from this hook on up. And because I kind of like for it to be up there a little bit taller. And then I got some new solar lights, and I got them turned to aim up toward it, one on each side. I've not got to come back out at dark to see if they're actually hitting it like I'm wanting it to, but I may be here late enough tonight that I can see. But yesterday when me and Peg put it up, the wind was blowing and it was really looking great. I loved it. Today it's been pretty calm, so the flag's not been moving a whole lot. But I mean, it's not like that's not tall enough, but I don't know. It's just not up there as high as the last one. But with that conduit over it, it may give it the strength that it needs, because we do get some pretty good winds up here on this hill. And then I can go back and paint that silver or whatever. But anyway, I was glad to get me a flagpole with the American flag back up. And Peg's son Cameron helped me get a lot of the weeds out of that. So I'll probably, by the end of the week, I'll run and grab some bags of mulch, and we'll remulch all of this. But the girls that had worked for me in the past had set out a lot of, I had put out some, but they put out a bunch more, and they've actually came back this year and really coming on pretty strong and looking good. We got to get some grass out of my little rose bush. I'd put that out, but yeah, a lot of this other stuff is done pretty good. We still got to do a little straightening up over here and what have you, but anyway, there that is. And I bought some new solar lights to go around the pond, but I haven't put them out yet. I just think it looks good at night lit up, and it attracts some bugs around the edge of the bank, and that gives the frogs and the fishies something to eat. Speaking of something to eat, Barney, where you been? Why did you leave me today? Yeah, that's what I thought. Just turn around and walk away there, buddy. You didn't even eat all your breakfast over there this morning. Now, I know you didn't. I know what you're down here wanting too. So, anywho, I'm gonna say that guy shouldn't be terribly far away. It was about an hour and probably a 20-minute or so drive, or 30 maybe. So he should be getting somewhat close to getting up here. At least the transmission with the motor out shouldn't be terribly hard for him to get it all dropped out and what have you. So hopefully that'll go smooth tonight. My wife is home cooking me a supper. She asked me what I wanted, and you know, you can't go wrong with fried potatoes, macaroni and tomatoes, salmon patties, some corn, and thickened peas. I mean, how could you go wrong with that? So I'm going to wrap this one up, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I appreciate if you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe. Me and Barney both would appreciate that, because he likes the notoriety. And I'll catch you in the next one.